What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we're back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we're gonna be using Sun today. So we used Hill yesterday, and today we're gonna be using Sun. Um, five fire types, three fire types. Scarf Heatran under the Sun Eruption is no joke, and so I played 2 games with the team. Um, and so it's solid. It's solid. What did I think that was Joey just now? It's a solid squad. Well, from what I've seen, it could decimate the guys I've could decimate the teams I've played, but it could also be a case of matchup. So in this case, he guards fairly decently against most of my team. His Kyurem is a big problem. My Venusaur is a big problem to him. Like huge problem, especially if that's not boost Kyurem. My Swampert guards well against. Might need Toxic on this Swampert, man, for real. Otherwise, that Kyurem, we'll see. We'll see. There are quite a few things to be considered here, but I'm gonna break it down because I find myself struggling to do the team analysis. So let's go back to left to right. Torkoal's purpose in this game is to get Sun up, keep it healthy actually, to toxic that Kyurem if push comes to shove. Heatran's purpose, weaken that Zygarde or toxic that Zygarde with my Torkoal and eruption all over his team with the Sun up. And it also allows for me to destroy him with Venusaur. Torkoal is going to be a big key, Venusaur, growth versus growth actually tough here because he has Ditto, he has Cresselia that doesn't die, and he has Toxapex with haste, and he has Kyurem that can take a hit. So gonna require quite a bit. Mandibuzz shuts down Drill if not toxic, which is probably guaranteed. Beyond that, nothing else. Cinderace clicks the correct move every time. If it does, it's victory. And Swampert is near impossible for him to KO. And so very likely to see Toxapex being a massive problem to begin this game. Very happy to see Kyurem start this off. Unless he's a special earth powering variant, in which case I may have lost before this game even began. The fact that he started Kyurem, is there a reason to predict his Torkoal? A Lava Plume, so he's fucking Life Orb Earth Power. I have no switch-ins for that. So the Sun being gone is a big deal, but it could be Haze Pex. It's gonna be interesting as to how this Crest is gonna do it. Sludge Bomb is gonna hurt. That did nothing. Is this Psyshock? Thunder Wave, of course, Thunder Wave. Damn. I'm curious as to why that just missed. Like my moves just missed, and he has Psychic. Yeah, this might just be a game 1 destruction. Yeah, it's impossible to win now. If I didn't get paralyzed there, I think maybe with Crest needed to be gone to give my my Swampert some hope. Swampert was solid enough to where I think I could have outplayed Kyurem with the combination of Cinderace plus, but now I don't think that's possible anymore. So Drill comes out, and let's see how much Eruption does. Oh, he just sacked the Drill. Not game changing, but perhaps well played Swampert can murk him since he is. So like for example right here, one would assume maybe a pivot to the Kyurem. I mean, what are my options here? I actually don't want to give up Venusaur because he could have. So let's see. Mandibuzz right now, very low value. Knockoff, so probably knockoff into Skull. I'm going to foul play spam to see what item he is. If he's helmet, okay, cool. So that's why I didn't get rid of. Because he's going to just knock off, then spam, Skull spam. And there's no real way for me to properly deal with that. particularly because he's helmet. You know, Cinderace may have been able to do a little something if he wasn't helmet. I do think but to me, Banded Cinderace is always the best set. Like Adamant Bandit. Like if I had Banded Cinderace here, I'd eat this guy alive. Eat him alive. Eat him. But heavy duty boots is what we rocking with, so we gotta make do. So as you can see, Crest would have been gone, which meant Swampert wouldn't be out on a limb. Though it seems like the Crest can't. Well, let's see, burnt. Let's pray for miracles. As we're gonna Giga Drain here. A smart play might be to go to the Kyurem. I think it covers most. I'm still faster than Pex, so it'd be a waste of a turn to allow. Well, what would you do? You'd knock off. Let me Giga Drain and knock off. I'll Overpower on the odd chance he stays in. Crest is the correct play. He's shown Psychic and he's shown Thunder Wave. So if I were my opponent, would just, because you don't want Mana Buzz coming in and then you turning out on whatever you think is your best threat. So I'm a mid-ground Swampert. I do think he's gonna double because he has Ice Beam. Okay, so that's what he's gonna use Mana Buzz with. So he's gonna fear Toxic as he scouts out my set. Flip turn into. Let's set this damage off on this Ditto. Unfortunately, now knows I can't touch his Crest, so he's gonna go to it, right? And I'll U-turn on the out chance that he stays in and opts for Thunder Wave. That would be a choke. Awesome. I love me a good choke. It's not a choke. It'll be pretty difficult for me to win this game. So I'm gonna Zen here. Come on, man! If I Zen there, I could high jump kick next turn. Golly, man! Look at this easy 2-hit KO, bros. Flinch him. So whack, bros. So fucking whack. Give me a fucking break. But nah. Very little I could have done about Life Orb Kyurem. I suppose I should have led bit. There were things I could have done, but I expected him to be DD, so Life Orb didn't even cross my mind. So when he led Life Orb versus Kyurem, I knew I couldn't switch. Swampert was way too important. If Swampert went, then that Zygarde would just run over my team. So I couldn't switch Swampert in on a damn Earth Power. Then I'd have to switch around again. So it was just one of those things. Like you see what I'm talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gents. Though that Zygarde doesn't have leftovers, so low key we might be able to do a little something here. With Rocks being gone, his Stealth Rocker was, if he has E-Speed, he'll use it here, or else he's gonna die. Okay, I forgot I lost my heavy duty boots. Defog into Kyurem. Do I need to stand here? U-turn, which is better? Because right now, low-key, he could get Heatran ran through. I think you'd preserve Zygarde, yep, and go to Kyurem. I think he's nervous. Guys. So here, I don't think you ever go Ditto. Pex makes sense as a mid-ground. So if you think I'm going to Fire Blast, I'm going to predict it. I swear I can't risk him sacking Chris. I'd rather him go Ditto. I can't risk him sacking Chris. Okay, so now I can Earth Power freely. I can't believe I'm bringing this game this close. So basically what this is a situation of is I realize that this isn't in my favor, so I have to play to my outs. This is calling playing to your outs. And my outs in this situation was, okay, well, since I struggle winning here, Let's see if he attacks. Please don't kill. Please don't kill. Live, 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 live. Buzz. 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 And so now, what this now allows is for me to roost. Though, yes, I'd rather have it alive. Because I'm thinking if I defog here, it keeps Cinderace alive. Do I rather have Cinderace alive or do I rather have Mandibuzz alive? Is the question. He does go hard Kyurem. I didn't think he would. Well, this probably has Roost. So I'm gonna go for U-turn here. Yeah. I'll go Tran. I've shown Flash Cannon, so I'll Earth Power here to either 2-hit KO Pex or KO Zygarde. Because he's gonna take rocks. Now he can't go to Ditto to counter me. So Zygarde dies. Kyurem Black comes in. The Kyurem has to roost. But I'm not going to give him Cinderace yet. Swampert. The Kyurem has to roost. Swampert. I'll go Swampert, then I double back to Tran. No. I'll just have to keep predicting. If he goes Pex, he loses. And I Earth Power, he loses. But I have a little bit of leeway with Pex. Versus if I Flash Cannon... basically what I'm saying is, if I Earth Power, okay, so he's sacking Ditto, which makes sense. So here, I think you 100% go for either a double switch into Kyurem, or no, he can pivot to Pex. I'll go Swampert mid ground because he goes for it, right? So what this allows for me to Earthquake hard because it covers the Kyurem switch. I didn't think he'd go Kyurem, but this covered it because he has to roost or else he gets Earth Power dropped. I didn't think he'd go Kyurem though, so this is where things get interesting. He's nervous, but on the surface, he looks calm and ready. I think he's ready to sack his Ditto the way he's playing. Yeah, I think he's ready to give up his Ditto. A double to Kyurem here would be dope, so I'm gonna let my timer go down a bit. Does he make the double? No, he doesn't make the double. So now I can flip turn. Since he seems to be, he goes to the Pex there. Good play. Though Earth Power KOs from here. I didn't think he'd go Pex there. That's the same thing I thought he wouldn't do last time. Like he went Pex the turn I could have KO'd him with Earthquake, which would have meant he got swept by what's it called? So my best bet here is always to Mandibuzz and just stall, honestly. Yeah. We'll roost. Foul play spam. I don't need my Mandibuzz as he's trying to burn me. I don't want him to go. I don't want to go Swampert on him and get burnt that turn. And so when his Kyurem comes in, it's going to come down to a prediction that turn. See, scald fishing makes sense. Should earthquake last turn. So I guess the burn there. He's gonna recover here. He has to. If he doesn't, please, for the love of God, Swampert, don't. Thank you. It's a big mistake not recovering. Does he go Kirim? Does. Same situation. You gotta go for. So he's gonna come down to whether or not he earthquakes. Right? If I ice beam here, earth power. If he ice beams here and I go trend, his Toxapex has been taking how much from earth power? 48%. It's actually a tough turn. No, he can't attack me. He can't attack me. Because if he attacks me, I guarantee win. Yeah. If he attacked me there, I guarantee won the game. So now this is where the game comes to this is where it comes down to it. Do you stay in with the Kirim? I always flash cannon here though. Big turn here. Do you double? Let's see. Scalds. Which means I get to go pivot back to Swampert here. I won't give him the sack. He's gonna recover. It's his best play. Even if he, yeah. Kirim takes 25 and 30. I can earthquake here. That's good damage. Oh, I get a crit there. It's a big crit. And he doesn't get burnt. I can't believe we managed to pull this back. Yeah, because the Kirim has to attack. Not attack, but you know what I'm saying. So let me think here. If I... Question is, does he stay in here or not? I could have flipped turn versus Toxapex and guaranteed won the game. I think it still would have been a 50. It's a 50-50 that turn. I think it was a better risk to put it in this situation where it's a hard 50-50 versus me staying in on his Toxapex and him recovering and I lose. Guaranteed at that point. So, do you go Pex or do you stay in with Kirim? If he goes Pex, I die to Skull from Swampert, I think. How much does Skull do? I don't die to Skull. Oh, just 6%. Earth power. Ah, good play. Stays in. The one turn I needed him to not stand. Good game. We pulled this back close. I'm disappointed I lost that. I put myself in a really bad position early on. The one turn I didn't flash. And you know, it's funny. In my head, I was like, flash there. Like, that was the turn to flash. The other turns, I was like, yo. But again, the 50-50 is just that. So at that point, I've been playing in such a way where he's like, man, I can't believe he had managed to put me in this position. So usually people's psychology in that point is just to kind of fuck it, you know. I'll go for broke. It would have been better for me to kill Kirim. There are a couple ways that could have gone. Because he could, if I kill Kirim with Flash Cannon, then the Toxapex comes in and recovers, and then Swampert. I don't know if Earthquake plus Earth Power would kill the Toxapex. Probably not, honestly. So I think that's what he was going for. But actually, yeah, because he wouldn't have been able to recover the full. So, or 1865. I need to stop throwing away these points. But yeah, very weak to. He has Corviknight, the one thing for Sun. But he's super weak to. He's super weak to Cinderace. Doesn't have any switch-ins for that at all. When Sun's up, so I'd assume maybe this is some kind of setup style of team. But since the rocker is Lando, that means Scarf Tran goes Brazy when it gets ready to go Brazy. It's gonna go crazy, crazy. And so, perhaps Regieleki. Let's see. Swampert Gardevoir against Swampert. Landorus. Helps versus Zapdos. Helps versus Regieleki for sure. Otherwise, that thing just destroys me. So I can't lose Swampert. Me. So let's see how good my opponent is here, because he leads Landorus, right? You never lead Landorus versus. Oh wow, okay, and he actually went for God bless. Oh, that is no counter, my guy. There's no way this is Scarf. Oh, there's actually no way there. There's no way. Like he very well could be Scarf. Huh? What would Scarf Rapid Strike? But he's 17 something. So it very well could be Scarf. I'm gonna be tight if he's Scarf, man. But I'm gonna be tight if he's Banded. Like, it's a tough spot. Do I think, okay, well, potential Aqua Jet? Because Torkoal in and of itself is actually quite decent here. Since it's not Rapid Strike, let me think. Well, if it's Banded, I think Torkoal is my best mid ground. I don't die if it's Banded, and I live if it's Scarf. Okay, so it's probably Scarf. It's probably Scarf. Let's see. If I double out to Tran, doesn't cover Dragapult. You can't guard against fire. Dragapult didn't advise mana, but so I'm gonna just Lava Plume hard here. Dragapult made sense. Mandibuzz, get rid of hazards. I'm surprised he DD'd unless he's gonna switch, but he's just trading. So very interesting trade considering he's so weak to Cinderace. Like literally now Cinderace is, well, he always was kind of like that, but he definitely has no fire resist now. Lando probably can't kill Buzz, and I can defog on Corv too. So Zapdos comes in, I can't guard against it, so whatever. Venu, while I love it, it struggles with quite a few of his members. So the goal now is to get Cinderace in as often as possible. I'd rather have my Sunsetter. Yeah, let's just let him take. So he's Life Orb, which means Cinderace can come in and Power Ball. If I go Cinderace and Power Ball, then he sacks Lando. What does that mean for me? Versus going Heatran and Eruptioning, he's gonna sack. Probably Rapid Striker. Ideal situation. I think he sacks Lando either way. Oh, he sacks Corviknight. Okay. Venusaur goes in. Venusaur goes in now. So, in fact, very interesting decision right there for sure. I'll Swampert mid ground because it covers CC and U-turn's not doing any damage. I could flip turn. Really what I'm trying to do now is set up for Sun again. As long as the Swampert's alive, I'm good. As long as it's alive. Venusaur is about to win with this flip turn damage. So let him Thunderous Kick. He fucking crits me. Of course. It's a little annoying, but that's fine. Powerball, Zen. I'll Zen because it's super effective. I keep forgetting that that's the case too. And now I just sack Torkoal and then go to Venusaur and prevail. I think he knows that. Very interesting game, this one. Should have won that last game. Should have won that last game, guys. Your boy should have won that last game. As we're just gonna lava plume. I'm really not sure what to expect from the Lecky. I guess Earth Power makes sense. I mean, Ancient Power makes sense. You're trying to. Oh wow, I'm faster. Woo! Anybody expected the boost? I know some of y'all expected the boost. It's not enough. If I'm faster than Rarity Lecky, you're gone. You're gone. Don't ever come in my sight again. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna grab one more thing. Anybody else seen wow, I only have an hour. My girl comes over in an hour, so deliver to me. It's guys, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, guy. Oh, of course. Low-key excited, but of course. What are we at? 1849. How did we drop someone? I don't think the last guy. I think we may have lost a lot from the first guy, which doesn't make sense. It wasn't that much higher than us, I guess. Probably at 40 points, 30 points higher. Damn, it came down to a flash cannon. Woo, we played that game back. Actually, now let's focus on what we did well. We did after the blowing the Torkoal to cure him. We did a lot well. I really like Scarftran here. Scarftran is gonna be critical, man. Scarftran in well played Cinderace, like absolutely critical to my victory here. Cause Corviknight Wall is my Venusaur, so Scarftran is literally my savior. If that thing doesn't perform, I've lost. Straight up. So phase one to cover Lele should definitely be my biggest impediment. So let's see if we break down roles. Mandibuzz. So this is interesting, right? He could Scald, he could Toxic, he could knock off. Cinderace is actually very important. I'm gonna play this game real slow. I don't think I have a choice because I know he's gonna go for something along those lines. We've been here before, haven't we? But I don't want my Heat Rock getting knocked off if he has knockoff, and I don't want my Life Orb gone on Venusaur because I think he's gonna scout around. So he has Toxic. It's Toxic, Scald, Recover Haze, probably. Okay. It's not great. Well, we're gonna have to PP stall. Okay, so he doesn't have Haze on this. He has knockoff. Again, I didn't want my now you see how problematic this situation could turn out to be. Now I have to outplay. I can't go Torkoal. Venusaur has to be. Actually, Scald, I think, is the worst of his options. Well, it was the worst of his options. I'm not gonna show that I have Giga Earth Power. I'm just gonna go safely Giga Drain. He might stay in here because of that. I won't knock him out from here though. So what I'll do is get the sun up to get this party started to scare him out as he opts for Corviknight. That's actually perfect. Don't have rocks on this, but if I can manage to burn his Toxapex, goes Lele hard. Okay, I would have taken the burn on Pex, but Lele is also great. Tough situation since I have to go Mandibuzz, depending on what his Lele is, right? Basically what I'm trying to do is Mandibuzz, then pivot into Cinderace. Cinderace forces in Pex. The Pex is Rocky Helmet. Quagsire. Interesting. We have to U-turn here. Because again, Heatran is going to be the key, right? I think he may scout for Toxic. It would make sense. Well, actually, no, because you'd assume Defog is my last smart move. But it could make sense to scout for Toxic because, you know, what I'm thinking is either Earthquake or Toxic. Scald doesn't make much sense as he does Earthquake. And my goal here is to get as much health back from that Blissey as possible. He goes Corviknight. Does he not know that this runs Weather Ball? He is 1846. There's absolutely no way he doesn't know this runs Weather Ball. I'm gonna Giga Drain here. Okay. I'm like, bro, I know you not know doofus. So I'm gonna keep bluffing Weather Ball. Giga Drain gave me good health. The Blissey being at a certain amount of health is going to be important for Heatran, especially if he Seismic tosses. God bless. He's leftovers, which means Swampert actually can come in on this. It's going to get real interesting. He actually did not heal. Huh. I'll flip turn here. Wow, he actually didn't heal. Interesting. He went Lele last time. Very interesting. What? Oh my god. If he missed Sleep Powder there, he lost Tangrowth for no reason. I should have gotten Rocks up. I have to burn a turn here. Stays into knockoff. So 100% Pex if he has it coming in. Oh, you hate to see it. I want to keep the sleep turn. That actually, the Sleep Powder, him staying into Sleep Powder, that gives me a lot of information though. Though it matters a lot that he did that. Like, it put me in a very bad spot. Scald. So what I'll do is, there's no sense in him staying into Scald. What I'll do is aim to burn the sleep turn with, well, I mean, what would you do here? I think Blissey into, even if he stays in very low risk, for me, why do I foresee him staying in here? Okay, so we get good Zen damage, which is going to be important if this is a roll or if I get a crit or a flinch. Ideally, he goes to Quagsire. Oh my god. Yes. Why do people do these things? Pex is gone. Best Fire Resist dead. Scarf Lele for sure. Which means he can mid-ground Mandy. I value if he's not Scarf. I'd much rather, because what I'm thinking here is, man, if I go Torkoal, but actually low-key Torkoal is doing work right now. Torkoal beats Tangrowth, Corviknight, Blissey with, you know, toxics, such and such. Toxic Buzz, Mandibuzz comes in on. I actually like Mandibuzz's pivot ability. Only on Mrjamvad.com, ladies and gentlemen. So I look like a deity there, just predicting this. But I've been fairly aggressive, and I'm gonna continue doing so. That's how I end that sentence. So the Blissey is in. That was to be expected. It's a question of whether this has toxic or not. Because remember, we're aiming to. I'm aiming to. So he shows Seismic. I don't think this has toxic. I think T-Wave is what this is packing. Okay. Interesting. Don't die to Seismic Toss, but I'm not going into it there. He comfortably goes to his Tangrowth every time. Rocks plus Hail, not Hail. Rocks plus Earthquake into. No, I don't need to do that. In fact, flip turn into Ace here with Sun Up means Quagsire actually might get 2 KO'd here. Please fucking connect. Please Cinderace. Cinderace! I need you. Please. He's at 80 fucking 8. You're a. Oh my god, Cinderace, I love you. I love you so much. Get out of my side. Quagsire. All these Cinderace counters disappearing before my eyes. Yes. Destruction. It's funny because I'm autopiloting, which I generally don't like to do when I'm playing. People don't know I can play a lot faster than I generally do, but for the sake of my channel's goal, it doesn't really align for me to play super fast. So let's see what we want to have him send out. I'd like to see Blissey because I don't know if he has any rocker. Heatran forces Blissey in, and then Blissey allows for Cinderace to come back in, unless the Blissey is a stealth rocker, which is possible. Certainly possible. But I do have Defog, and I do have so Swampert here on the odd chance he attacks. He's back. I'm a U-turn, not because I expected Tangrowth. This is a little annoying because I know he's gonna aim for Sleep Powder here. The reason I didn't Power Ball or High Jump Kick is, well, I actually want to sack to this, but let's Mandy. I don't want him knocking off either. Right. We can U-turn here. Or Foul Play. Foul Play to sack Mandy. Get the free switch into Cinderace and guarantee a KO. Yeah. Have him knock me out. Cool. Or Heatran. Anybody want to see this damage, guys? Watch him go Blissey. I swear Heatran, if you don't 2-hit KO Blissey in the sun. Heatran! It's at 76. You better do at least 35. Good game. Good game. 42 is still kind of disappointing. I'm probably because I'm timid, but yeah. Yeah. That's what we've all been waiting on. That's that moment right there. So it's done now because Lele can't beat Tran. And that's where we're going to wrap up today's live. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, very rapid. It's just kind of the day I've been having, so yeah, it's one of those narrations. I'll do one of these every now and again because I know some people enjoy these style of narrations, but that's probably because they already play a lot of Pokemon. So for those who are new, if I just rapid pace like this, it's very hard for them to read what I'm doing because I didn't game plan. Well, I didn't say my game plan out loud too much. Probably still came out a little bit, but I could do better there. But what I did well is got these W's for you guys. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button and grab the team in the description below. Peace.